Hey, it's Matt from Comm Tools. And first note to mention, I often forget with the few thousand people that get these newsletters that one of my more important recipients is my mom. So she noticed that I had the reflection off my glasses and she mentioned that. So I said, yeah, should be doing that with either contact lenses or no glasses on to kind of get rid of that reflection. Also had a comment from someone else who was asking about the microphone that I use. So somebody who does some voiceover. And so I promised that I would show the microphone that I've got there. That's a Heil PR-40, which is not exactly cheap, but it does make a difference. And it's mostly what I use for voiceover. Now, when I'm doing voiceover right now, I'm about this far away. When I'm doing voiceover or doing recordings for my courses, I'm about this far. So you can see that there's a big difference in the boom and the echo that you get when you're right like this, and then when you get a little farther away. But for what I'm doing right here, this works out pretty well. I sent out a newsletter today and had a couple of things in it. First, I have a post on how to put in warning notes and cautions as a prefix in HTML5 output. So if you've got whether it's RoboHelp or FrameMaker and you're outputting to HTML5, you might want to have some prefixes and some just some fancier stuff to kind of clean up your output. And so I've been working with a client to kind of get that done. And while I've got the prefix text showing, so I don't have to show a bitmapped image, I'm still working on the next step, which is going to be to put a little web icon using the font Awesome technology, whatever. It's a web font, freely available, and I want to use an exclamation triangle before a caution, and then have the word caution, and then have the text, and be able to control that stuff all separately. So I've gotten most of the way there, and I can do it manually in the HTML, but using FrameMaker in particular, I'm having a kind of a hiccup in getting the font Awesome icon displaying as the prefix. So if you're interested in that, I did do a blog post and put that up on Comm Tools, and you should be able to see a link to that, or you may be looking at this after you already got the newsletter from me. So to wrap it up, I do have a live class for structured authoring, FrameMaker structured authoring, starting on Monday and going through to Tuesday. I want to say that's the 28th of April, 27th, 28th, 28th, 29th, something like that, April 2020. I've also lowered the price of that course to make it easier for those of you who might be looking to get into that training or just have a tight budget right now. I've dropped the price of that down from $775 down to $600 to match the online course. Probably do that for as long as everybody's kind of locked down and locked in. So take advantage of that. Also giving away a couple of my books with that registration. So the FrameMaker reference book and the 2 structured FrameMaker workbooks, you get personalized printed copies of that if you get it on Monday's class. I've got 2 folks right now looking forward to that, but ideally the course works really well with 4 or 5 people just to kind of share the load on screen sharing and give everybody a rounder perspective of all the material. So went longer today, sorry about that, but hope you enjoyed it, and we'll try and do better tomorrow.